Hey family, this is Food by Faith, and I'm coming to you with another update on the renovations that I have going on in my back garden. As you can see, I've got my garden beds together. I have these that are too high, and then as we go around, you'll see the other ones are lower. This one, I don't have the other board with it closed in because this is the easiest way for me to bring the wheelbarrow up and dump any soil inside of there. So I still have these two big beds to fill up with soil, and we all know how much soil can cost. So I'm doing that. I'm taking my time doing that. Move this out of the way. But here is one of the regular beds, and of course it still has garlic and onions, little bit of Chinese greens in there, but it's mostly garlic and onions going around the sides. And then this bed right here is where I tried to relocate as many garlic and onions as I could without disturbing them. And then I actually planted more in there, so this entire bed will be filled with onions and a little garlic. And then around the edge, I still have my big buckets. As I told you guys, I was going to keep the big buckets as well as the grow bags. I have two big grow bags and two small grow bags. Those I'm going to keep. And then here I placed the arch, because in this small bed is where I'm going to place pumpkin and squash. And so it's two different type of the squash variety that I'm going to grow. One is going to be the candy roaster, and the other one is going to be kabocha squash that I got from the Humble Servants Homestead. Shout out to them. Thank you very much for those seeds. And he also sent me some other seeds as well that I have planted on the inside, those purple hull peas. So I got those from him as well. But I want to grow those items on a trellis this year. And I have the trellis buried down on these two sides. And then I'm going to train the vines to go up this way. And then, of course, I have some brassicas in here. I removed them out of the buckets and they're looking a little better, but if they don't get much better, I'm gonna go ahead and chop those up and use those as fertilizer in these other two beds. Because again, I have some collards there, I have some collards there, I have the tree collards that are growing, and then I also have collards here and tree collards there. So I have quite a bit. So even if I was to chop these down and use them as fertilizer and go ahead and use this bed for something else in the springtime, it would be just fine. We wouldn't be without anything. But again, things are coming together. I still have my bin of carrots here, and these are the items that I took out of the AeroGarden. As you can see, one is going to seed even throughout the cold weather that we've been having. It is still going to seed. But these are all different types of pak choy, bok choy, and chijimisai. And as you can see, I told you guys that they would bounce back. I got them out of the AeroGarden and they were looking a little rough. They had a little transplant shock, but they got better. But it is coming together really well. Once I actually get finished clearing things out, because I still have one tree over there, and then two apple trees that still have to go to my mom's house. I was only able to take I was only able to take 3 trees the other day. So I have this little area here, and then of course some bulbs are down in there and bulbs down here, and they're growing. I've moved my herb beds over here to the sides of my shed. I put another garden hook here, and I'm going to place some items in there. I don't know if it's going to be butterfly pea or if it's going to be strawberries, because I actually have some strawberries growing inside. But the formation of everything is coming together nicely. When it's all said and done, I'm going to actually place lights on the top of each one of these, so it'll be lit up at night. And again, the only buckets that I'll be keeping will be these big buckets here, and then of course I have the tiered containers here with strawberries in it, and then I have my garlic back here, but it's not affecting anything, so I'm going to leave it be. Now here is where the disaster comes in. As you guys can see, I have started to move some things around. I was able to give away some of the extra garden items that I had when I did the first cleanup, and I have a few more here. I'm going to get rid of these items as well as this. We have this, there's a website called Nextdoor. Everybody can get on it, and so I just get on there letting people know that I have garden items that I want to get rid of. And a lady told me she wanted them. I put them at the front of my house, and within 10 minutes she was here. This garden bed I'm going to plant flowers in, so I'm going to plant shaded flowers, so flowers that like a lot of shade will go here, so I'll be able to get quite a bit of flowers there. I planted 2 new rose bushes here, and these are actually going to be for cut roses. So I have one here, and then I have one here. So I'll have cut roses, I'll have the different pretty flowers that come with the herbs, and then I'll have the wildflowers that I'll be growing. So there'll be plenty of flowers for me to cut. But as you can see, I'm starting to clear things out of here. When my daughters come home, they'll be able to help me get the rest of this out of here, because again, we got to get rid of the green. And so what I did was I purchased a small container of paint, and then I went into the corners just to see what it would look like, and it's looking nice. It's gonna give it a brand new look out here. So just doing that little tester in this area, so if I didn't like it, I'd be able to cover it up, because I had different items that were here. But this color is going to be over the whole floor, so I'm super excited about that, because as you can see, this floor looks horrid and it makes the whole back porch kind of look really bad. So we're going to paint it back gray, and that'll enhance the look that I'm going for out here, because of course, you know, I have different furniture that I keep out here. But I'm excited about it all. I should be getting some big deliveries tomorrow, and I'll be able to go ahead with my my work. So super excited about that. And there's my helper. He's always out here. Say hey, Beanie Bop. But guys, thank you for coming along with me on this reno. Things are just, you know, it always looks worse before it looks better, but I appreciate all you guys' encouragement, all your comments, all your love. You know, I really appreciate it. Things are going well. My husband really doubts that I can do the painting, but all right, girl CEOs, all right, girl bosses, all right, girl farmers and girl gardeners, we're gonna show these men that we can work too. But thank you guys. Remember, get up, get out, and grow something, and have faith in your food.